Let's see the video.
Look what she's done to the shop.
Think I'm bad?
Did you give her any warning that you were attending to remove these things?
I told her the week before I was going to come back and take them.
That's not true. It was Saturday morning, 9 o'clock, April the 1st, by the way, April Fools. And I was serving a customer. She came in with someone filming me, dragging the counters around while there was customers in the shop. And then next thing, I turned around, and as soon as I seen that someone was filming me, I calmed right down. And then I seen 4, 5, 6 guys coming in the shop. They were drinking my cans of Coke, laughing at me while they were taking the stuff. And it was still a dispute of whose stuff it was, because we both put the money to it. So I was very intimidated.
There was me, my boyfriend.
Be quiet, madam.
And also, we hadn't disputed. She left me with absolutely nothing in the shop. Nothing. There wasn't even a toaster, so I couldn't even start again. I couldn't even make the money then to make her any money. I'd left both my jobs to come into this business. I had no income whatsoever, and that's why I could never make the payment on the settee and stuff. We were waiting till we made some money, and I was always going to pay her for the settee and stuff. That was never a dispute. But then when she came and did this, she wrecked the shop. She ripped everything out. She took my food that was in the freezer.
Just took the freezer. I didn't look. I didn't think. I just took the freezer.
You didn't think at all, madam. No, you did not.
No.
And there are legal consequences about that.
I returned the food.
Talking, respect of that freezer, you sent a text message, did you not?
I did, yeah.
And what happened as a result?
I asked her to keep the stuff frozen because it's frozen food. I spent a lot of money on it.
The food in the freezer, I have receipts for it. It needs to stay frozen. I'll come collect it later with the police.
Yeah.
And then, what did you do with it?
I took the food back to her house. I sent her a message. I sent a boyfriend a message. And I sent a friend a message.
Let's see it.
I've dropped it off for you.
I have 23 cats live next door to my house as well.
These are perishable goods that are to be sold to the general public.
There was somebody in the house. She refused to open the door.
These are perishable goods that are to be sold to the public.
No, there was nobody in the house.
And you left meat worth how much?
It was £163. The order.
On her front door in black bags. And you think that that's reasonable, madam?
She was in the house.
You think that's reasonable?
I seen her in the house.
George, I wasn't in the house because I can say I was out going buying new stuff at the time for the shop and getting it all cleared out because it was left in such a state. There was eggs, smashed plates everywhere. The paint had come off the wall where they dragged the stuff.
What's your claim for, please, madam?
It's for...
Let me go through it with you.
So the initial total is £3,859.96.
Let me just break that down for you. You want £1,000 for the original investment.
For the goods taken, yeah.
No, you say for the original investment.
Yeah.
But the goods you went out to replace cost £600.
Yes.
Well, so why does she have to pay you £1,000?
Well, just...
Double recovery. £328 was meat. Do you have a receipt for the meat?
I do.
Splendid. I've seen it. Thank you.
Right.
What about the bakery and meat debt? What's that?
I have a statement from the meat man. Did you see that?
I've seen it, saying that's how much you owed.
So 160. The bakery and meat was 161, which was outstanding for a balance up until Victoria left.
The rent was £450. I've got evidence of that.
Yeah,
that was owing at the time she left the business.
Yeah. £1,000 damages to my business.
Now you say you want £1,000 damage to the business because you say that negative reviews ensued.
Yeah. Which is I've got evidence of.
Let me see.
Yes. This is like a status of my business report. Shows how many likes and how many dislikes you get on certain days and weeks, and it shows that on the weeks before I was very likeable and had 5 stars. On that day I went to 1 star.
Do you have anything to do with that, madam?
Not at all.
One of the friends did comment on it saying that Vicky was this and Vicky was at the best part of the business, and so we just deleted the comments. Oh, no, she didn't do that.
Nothing I can do to help there. And the last amount is £200 for loss of earnings. Is that how much you would have made?
Saturday and Sunday I take around £100, £110 a day.
Why do you say, madam, that you were entitled to go into that shop with no sufficient written warning and take away the means that she had to do that business?
I spoke to her the week before I came and did that. She knew I was coming to take my goods.